We're now going to look at the use of Venn diagrams to calculate probability. Now you may ask the question that why do we need Venn diagrams in probability? Up to now, all the problems that we looked at was one event probability problems, like tossing a coin, like throwing a die, like picking a marble. What, for instance, if I ask you the following question? I roll a die. What is the probability it will land on an even number and at the same time a number greater than 3? So when you listen to the question carefully, you will hear that there are now two events. And as you can see, I've put it on the board here for you to see. So let's call the first event A, and that is the event to get an even number. Event B is to get a number greater than 3. Now I want both events to happen. We're also going to look at the possibility of when I roll the die, what is the probability it will land on an even number or a number greater than 3? And to answer these questions, we need Venn diagrams. We are going to look at this example to discuss Venn diagrams, and I'm going to show you first of all how to draw a Venn diagram, because these Venn diagrams we're then going to use to answer the questions on probability. First of all, the first event is getting an even number. Now again, like we said before, what are the even numbers on a die? And they are the numbers 2, 4, and 6. Then the second event is a number greater than 3. Now, which numbers are greater than 3 on a die? And they are the numbers 4, 5, and 6. We want to present this on a Venn diagram. First of all, we draw the sample space. Now, the sample space includes all possible outcomes, which will be the numbers from 1 to 6. And we call it S for sample space. Now we have two events within our sample space. The one is A, as you can see, the even numbers, and the other one B, numbers greater than 3. Now, when we do a Venn diagram, always remember the golden rule is that we start with the part where both events are. Now, to know which of these outcomes are in both, we just need to look at the two events, A and B. And you will notice that 4 is within both events, as well as 6 are in both of them. So those two outcomes we're going to write where both the events are. Now, to complete event A, 4 and 6 is already inside A, so what is still missing is 2. So if you now look at A only, you will see all the outcomes 2, 4, and 6 are within event A. Now we focus on B. When we look at B, the outcomes are 4, 5, and 6. 4 and 6 is there already. We still need 5, and that will be over there. So to make sure, if you look at B, you will see that the outcomes 4, 5, 6 is within B, and that is what we said B is. Now, to complete our sample space, it is very important now to check, are there any outcomes still missing that is not within A and B, that is within the sample space? Now please remember, this example is about rolling a die. So our sample space, of course, are the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, which outcomes are not in A and B at the moment? And as you can see, 2 is already in our sample space, 4 is there already, 5 is there, and 6 is there already. Which outcomes are missing? And they are 1 and 3. They are not within any one of the 2 events, so therefore we put them outside the 2 events, but inside the sample space. You always need to double check that all your outcomes are within your sample space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now you know your Venn diagram is correct.